Shalom, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Radash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us the truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Welcome to today's lesson. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is this is a short video. I just wanted to do a quick little lesson on Ecclesiasticus. That's Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Concerning this red devil, Esau is Edom. Okay. Uh, it amazes me. First, I want to start off with one first. It amazes me how you can be dealing with somebody that's an Edomite, and because of whatever reason, you have to deal with them, and their ways always turn sour, always rust. You got a lot of tares, amongst us. Tares, Matthew chapter 13. Those are Edomites that look like us. They got shaded skin, but they're not like us. And some got a little dance to them because they was raised around us, okay? And so they learned to mimic, us. After watching us and being around us all the time, Esau is Edom, he's a master deceptor. Okay, and he's a father of lies. Okay, and he's full of wickedness. Okay, and so we're gonna do this video. We're gonna start off with this scripture. The meat is in verse 12, verse 10. This is Sirach chapter 12. Start off with verse 1, and it reads, "When thou wilt do good." Now Esau is Edom. If he's doing any good, it's because he's got a underlying plan of bullcrap to go with it. Know to whom thou doest it. Right, to whom? To whom thou do good. Okay? Because Esau is Edom would not just do good to anyone unless he has a downfall. Remember, he rests much more better when he knows that he's set up some bull crap for you. Okay? That helps him to rest. Okay? When he has set up calamity. But remember, the curses are being reversed back on to Esau is Edom in Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. So the calamities are falling upon him now, you see. So shalt thou be thanked, okay, for thy benefits. You see, we thank the Lord for our benefits. You see, that's what we do. We thank the Lord for the benefits of that. Do good to the godly man. Right. You're not supposed to do evil, wicked to us. But Esau is Edom. He's always trying to figure out some sort of sly way, some sort of scheme, some sort of something. He's always trying to get going on us. You see, thou shalt recompense. You see, we're going to recompense upon Esau is Edom's head all that he has, put upon us, plus double. Revelation chapter 18. Okay, do double unto her as she has done unto you. Okay, and also remember Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21. Okay, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. The wicked shall not be unpunished. The seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Flat out. You see? And so the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. We shall be recompensing, tribulation upon these red devils. Okay? Daniel chapter 7, verse 18. And the saints of the Most High shall take back the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and forever and even forever and ever and ever and ever. Okay? You see? So flat out. Not from him, from the most. Okay? High. Okay? Flat out. You see? Flat out. You see? Flat out. Now, I want to go right on down here, right quick, 210. Okay? Because this meat on this bone that we want to bring out right now is fitting for Esau. Because he'll try to, that's just like, I'm Reubenite. My daddy was Reubenite. Okay? The tribe of Reuben. granddaddy, great granddaddy, great. We go all the way back, okay? Reubenites, okay? Our name, I'm Northern Kingdom, okay? Our identity was switched to Seminole Indian, okay? And then switched to Negro, and then switched to colored, and then black, and then Afro-American, and then African-American, okay? I'm not African, and I'm not African-American, okay? I'm Reubenite, okay? Hebrew, okay? Identity switched to Seminole, Indian, okay? And through all this, uh, in the different things that has come upon us, we as prisoners of war, because that's what us Reubenites are, that's what us Seminoles are. We were called the Black Seminoles. We are considered prisoners of war. We're not actual citizens of the United States government criminal organization. Okay, we're not part of that. We're American nationals. We are the actual indigenous of this land. Us and the Cherokees, the Gadites. Okay, and so flat out, and that's what that is. See, so we know this is ours. You see, never trust thy enemy. Never trust thine enemy. You see, so we never signed a treaty with the United States Government Corporation. You see, we are the MUURS Moors, Tertullian Nation, Mound Builders, okay? Mississippi, Mississippi County, Arkansas, Memphis, all that down there, that whole southern area down there, you see, all the Mound, Missouri, all those mounds and all that stuff down there. We built all that. You see. And so that's what that is. And we maintain our identity, okay? And it is evident and it is wonderful that Yahweh Shai is coming to restore, our identity, our wealth, placing each man back in his tribe, okay? Matthew chapter 24, gathering up all the nations. See, so because it's time when that time comes, it'll be time for each man to go back to his own tribe, because there's a level of inheritance that each man is due according to his tribe. And, that way, and to that understanding, as to the reason why you can't take what belongs to another man from his tribe and give it to another man of another tribe. So Esau is Edom can't just switch places with us. We are of the 12 tribes of Israel. There is not a 13th tribe. Okay? Understand that. Flat out. It's not a 13th tribe. Let's see. And so for like as iron, okay, like as iron rusted, and iron does rust. No matter what you do, it rusts. They got some rust-proof stuff that you can put on it now. Okay. But that's something that's got to be made. Once society shuts down, that stuff won't be made no more. So eventually, iron will rust here in Esau is Edom's wicked kingdom. Flat out. So is his wickedness. You see? It cankering more and more. Building more and more rust. And getting more and more squeakier in the wheels and the cogs and different things in the machineries and the systems of Esau is Edom. He's being revealed. You see? Reveal the leg, uncover the thigh. Okay, because he's being made bare. Esau's being made bare for everybody to see. You see, flat out. Though he humble himself, oh yeah, he'll come, speaking all soft and with a tongue smooth as butter. Okay, but he's a serpent. He's got wickedness and evilness, playing in his heart. He wants your downfall. He's the one that's going to fall. go crouching. Yeah, he'll come a crouching. Show is, and bowing his head, you know, and doing and serving. That's one of the ways how they managed to take over. They came, these Romans, when they were first sent here by the British, you know, because they was no longer accepted because they were a mixture of Caucasians and what was that? They are a mixture. Um, well, they're Edomites nonetheless, but they're not exactly British and not exactly uh, they're a mixture of both or whatever. I don't forget how that went years ago, Slovakia, but they are a mixture, and the British didn't feel them to be British enough, and so they sent them away because they was using them as slaves to certain some extent, and they were the lower class citizens there sent here. You see, and we gave them the eastern coastline. Okay, they were the ones sleeping in teepees. Okay, let the truth be known, and there's photos leaked online about that. Okay, of the different images. Okay, sketched images. Okay, of those truths. Okay, and so, but what did they do? They agreed to provide a service. We signed a treaty with them for them to provide a service. Their service was to go around and be a policing service to round up all the people that was bad that we want to round up. Turns out they was only rounding us up and none of them up. Once they round up the men and the young boys and our weaponry, then they went in. Esau is Edom as he do. You know how he do. He go in and attack the women and the children with all the men locked up. Yeah. And he would do whole towns, and just like he do blackouts, he used to do blackouts back then. He used to what? Have Edomites sit up around the city, whatever city he was attacking, so would nobody escape out to go tell anybody in the other cities. Man, there's a whole lot of wickedness that done went down here in this land where much blood has been shed. Yet take good heed. Right, be aware. Be aware of this red devil, because we are not ignorant to Satan's devices. Okay, flat out. And beware of him. Right, we are aware of him. We understand. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. You see, because we can see this food clearly. We understand. We know he's the enemy. The 2/3 and the heathens, they don't. They starting to wake up now. A lot of people are starting to wake up to the truth of this red devil, because more and more this red devil is being exposed, and it's obvious who he is, and the wickedness that he's unveiling. You got all this Epstein Island mess that's still unfolding. That has put shameful spewing on his glory. You see, and flat out. You see. And thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. You see? Flat out. It's not wiped away. No matter how good of a friend you think he is, or business partner, or compadre, well, no. He's gonna do you both. In the end, he's gonna sabotage you. Okay? Okay. He want to come in the back door. Flat out. Flat out. Verse 12. Set him not by thee. No, don't. That's why Esau Edom removed that terror that was beside me. You see? You see? And so, why? Because he wasn't my friend. He was not my friend. He was my servant. And that's all a terror can be to you, is a servant. Any Edomite you dealing with, remember, you are his master and he is your servant. soon to be your slave in the kingdom. And that's with any Edomite or terror that you're dealing with right now. Believe that. Believe that. When he had overthrown thee, he'd stand up in thy place. And that's what they want to do. They always want to take our place. The backstabbers. Backstabbers. That's what they want to do. They always want to take on our culture and mimic us, but they don't want the bad pronoun, a byword to be labeled upon them and them actually have to live our life. But Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7 reverses the curses back onto them. So now their women are cursing them out in public, treating them like crap. Their children disrespecting them, you see, and care nothing about what they have, okay, to offer as inheritance. Because they have no inheritance to offer their siblings. Now, you see, the tables is turning. When he had up there, okay, and taken place, neither let him set at thy right hand. No, because he cannot be a power nor a crutch. He can be a crutch, but because we stay upon Esau right now for all things, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. But the time is coming when we shall lean upon him. We shall stay upon Esau as Edom no more. You see? And anytime and us staying upon him right now, using him as a crutch, we're using him as a servant to make things a bit easier for us. Because like right now, my thorn in my side is this low vision blindness. So Yahweh gave me a terror as my servant when my house had burned down, so that way I would have somebody to service me and do different things that I needed done, running my errands and all these different things. Because why? I was going through a traumatic moment of my life. You see, placed in a low position. Okay. And I had to, lost my mom, lost my house. How about Shimmy Shy? He's going to take you through some things, but you still got to be strong, brothers. You still got to be strong. Even when he take your loved ones, you still got to be strong. When he take your house, you still got to be strong. When he take your car, you still got to be strong. When he take your job, you still got to be strong. When he take your woman, you still got to be strong. When he take your children, you still got to be strong. I whiff a cologne and I'm on and a dealer and I'm bound. You see? Least he seek to take thy seat. You see? He wanted to take our crown, like back in ancient days, in the 1400s, 1400s, coming out of that time when we were overthrown, and then they just sit down, they crowned themselves. The scripture tells us that they crowned themselves and they sat upon our thrones. It's what they did. Okay? And crowned them thyself. Is what they did. Okay? They wanted to take on what? Our seat, our place. All the stolen technology that they stole from us, the Tartarian Moors, Murs, Moors. You see? That's Northern Kingdom. Flat out. You see? And so these are the things that he has said and done. You see, though at the last, remember my words and be pricked. You see, that means be made aware, be pinched. Okay, be sharpened. Okay, be knowledged. Okay, by this therewith. Okay, this understanding. Okay, and so flat out. Yes, so flat out. We're gonna read one more and close it out. Really, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? Okay, flat out. If you have anything to do with the food and allow the food to be you continue to have dealings with him and allow him to have the upper hand of you, then guess what? It's the same thing as you being a snake charmer that's got bitten by a serpent. When here it is, if you're the snake charmer, you charm him and you keep him undertamed, under wraps. You keep him attained and you do what you need to do. Okay? But remember, could always remember, the seed of the righteous shall be delivered, flat out. Or any such as come nigh wild beasts. You see. Flat out. Flat out. And so we're going to read this last one, 14. So one that goeth to a sinner, what you doing going to a sinner anyway, and is defiled with him, you see, in his sins, you see, because that's what you do when you decide to make moves to go back to the world and to, instead of coming out from amongst them, you mingling into the world to do scandalous things, dealing with those that in their sins, dealing with Esau is Edom, okay, and the two-thirds and the heathens, with them and their sins. But then you know what you can look forward to, okay? Who will pity? You see? Who? Who's going to pity you? You see? And for a while he will abide with thee. You see? Like y'all cool and everything's all right. But if thou begin to fall like a horse, you keep riding him, keep riding him all the way until when he stop trotting and start just walking. When he just walking, stay on him. He's still going in the same direction. He's still moving forward, stay on him. He's still just walking, stay on him. When his walk gets slower and slower, stay on him. Stay on him. Don't get off, stay on him. And then when he stop walking and just standing there, don't get off. Stay on. Just stay on. And when he started to lean, started to fall, that's when you get off. You see? But if thou begin to fall, okay, because you both, no matter what, you supposed to stay on that horse until it starts to fall. That's when you get off. And that's what Esau is Edom like to do. He like to ride our backs until we can't go no further, about to fall. That's when he get off. So make sure that's when you get off his back, when he's about to fall. Okay? You see, he will not tarry. You see? You see? An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. And that's all they like to do. Them guys on them co-workers on your job, they smiling in your face. They two-third ass niggas, bitch ass niggas, goddamn heathens, and goddamn Edomites looking you in your face. They want to take your place. And they're smiling and grinning at you, cheesing, high-fiving you. Everything's cool, and they really want to throw you in the pit. They really don't care. They might want to eat you. That's what he's thinking about. Come lunchtime, he ain't thinking about that burger. He's thinking about slicing you up, putting you on putting you in the microwave and push cook. You see? Real hard. You see? He will sweep with his eyes. You see? They do. They slant their eyes around. But if he find opportunity, right? You gotta watch them. If they find opportunity, that's what they be looking for all the time. That's the reason why they want to come around you and slither all about. They looking for an opportunity. You see, they want to slither all through your grass. You see, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's the reason why we keep our grass low, so that way we can see these snakes slithering around and about in that tall grass. No, but in the low grass, no, you can see them. You see them. You see, and flat out. And find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. You see, because he wanted all. He wanted all. You see, he wanted all. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, because he the one to set it up. That's why you can't give these foods information and different things about you. They try to use it against you. The only reason why it don't work is because Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against me in judgment thou shalt condemn. You see what I'm saying? You know, this is the patience of the saints. You see, for us, Salaki, roughly paraphrasing, our righteousness is of Yahweh. It is of Yahweh Shai. It's not of us. You see, so when they coming up against us, they coming up against Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. They're not coming up against us. And so, what we may not be aware of, the angels are. You see, and so they putting a stop to mess before mess can even get started on us. You see, flat out. So the enemy is always going to fail. Okay, because Yahweh is the one that's in charge and in control of all things. You see, flat out, and flat out. And so look for the enemy's downfall. Look for his downfall to come. Thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, right? And they'll pretend. Oh yeah, they'll pretend. They'll pretend to help you, and do this and that, and blah 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 blah. No. You cannot count on it. You know, whatever good is good, whatever bad is bad. Okay. Yet shall he undermine thee. That's the only reason why he's around. He ain't around no other reason. That's the only reason why he's around, is to try to undermine you. You see, verse 18. And the last verse, we're going to close it out. He will shake his hand. You see what I'm saying? He'll shake his hand and clap his hands for you, you know, and whistle and cheer. But really, he's hoping that you would shed a tear. Okay? That's what he's really hoping. And whisper much. Okay? And change his countenance. Okay? Yeah, he really will. He'll change his countenance as soon as your back is turned, or right there in your face. You'll notice it and you'll see it. Once the terrors are revealed, they are gathered up and bundled up, they're cast into the fire. But us us Israelites, we shall be harvested up to the barn for the harvest of the Lord. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the water Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And so we can go ahead and close it out. Lord's will, you were edified, motivated, or inspired by today's video. Okay. And that you maintain your being circumspect. Okay. And that you maintain being mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually circumspect, that you analyze all things, be aware of those who are around you and the places where you're at. Remember, spirits move from people to people and place to place. They'll say, okay, so brothers and sisters, hold on, stay strong. We ain't got long. Occupy yourself in the word until Yahweh Shai has returned, and be inspiration to another brother or sister and give them these words of inspiration. Remember, hopefully you can put together some precepts to put together an edifying video that you would feed the sheep. Remember, as good shepherds of the Lord, our job is to feed the sheep. So we can go and close it out. I'd like to give all praise and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Radash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and salutation to the hope of the elect. Shalom to the hope of the elect.